Good morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams, and we are here at Wisconsin's largest shopping center, Southridge Mall, the location of CW18 and My24's Family Fest, happening the weekend of February 8th and 9th. Family Fest is a free event that's set up for the entire family with activities, live performances, celebrity appearances, and a number of local organizations will also be on hand to provide information about how they serve the community. One of those organizations that will be on site is Independence First, and here to tell us more about that is Carol Voss, the Public Relations and Marketing Director for Independence First, and she's been joined by Ginger Reamer, who is the Vice President, Personal Assistance Services. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Appreciate you both being here. And basically, I want to talk more about Independence First. Give us some background and tell us what it is you do.
Well, Independence First is a nonprofit organization that serves the 4-county metro Milwaukee area, so Milwaukee, Ozaukee, Washington, and Waukesha counties primarily, a few statewide programs, and then we have our mobility stores in Wauwatosa, serving the metro Milwaukee area, on 124th, just north of Burleigh, and in Madison as well. Independence First was born in 1979 out of the civil rights movement for people with disabilities. So our vision is for full inclusion of people with disabilities in all aspects of the community, and all of our 20-plus services are all about independent living for people with disabilities of all ages and all types, so that they can live independently in the community.
Yeah, and that's very important, needless to say. And you're all about inclusion, equal opportunity, and like you said, independence for those with disabilities. And you also make sure that employers, businesses, public places, and schools are accessible and inclusive. So what are some of the ways that you go about doing that?
Well, we really want to be the first place that you call when you have a question about disability or access, whether you're a person with a disability, a family member, or a business that wants to be more inclusive in their hiring practices, or in accessibility with a new office or a new business area. So we actually have answered over 6,000 of those calls last year alone. So we really are trying to be that first call when people have those questions. We maintain comprehensive resources on other community entities and programs, so that basically you don't have to sit there and have to Google or look through a phone book if you're so inclined to try to find what you need. Really, if you call us, we can help you, and if we can help you, we're happy to do that, but we know who can if we cannot.
I like that. And you do offer over 20 programs and services to people with disabilities of all kinds, and you did say in all age groups. So I want Ginger to first and foremost give us more information on the personal assistance services, which you are the Vice President of.
Right. That is a huge program that Independence First offers. Actually, we're in our 21st year of providing services. Right now, we're providing services to about 1,400 consumers, and then we employ around 1,600 personal care workers. The unique thing about our PASS program is the fact that there is so much consumer control. The consumers have the ability to choose their workers, whether it's family member or friends, as long as they meet the state requirements that they need as far as experience and training. We can hire them on for that particular consumer. There's flexibility in the schedule. Of course, the state, this is a Medicaid program, the state determines how many hours that we can give that consumer, but within that time frame, we can be flexible as to when that service is delivered.
Okay, good stuff there. And you also have other things that are clearly important to anyone who wants to live independently. You've got Rent Smart, and then computer training and a job club. So those things alone pretty much speak for themselves. Individuals are able to use these programs and services to get one step further to where they would like to be.
Absolutely, and we even have wheelchair sports and adaptive recreation opportunities. We have assistive technology. We have a computer recycling program. We have many skills training classes, and really what makes us unique is that over half of our staff, board, and management team have disabilities themselves. So they really have been there and done that, and this peer support and peer Service delivery really results in very positive outcomes, and we're very proud to say that we are a United Way agency as well, because we can prove the outcomes of delivery from services, that we're really making an impact and positively affecting the lives of people with disabilities, either kids or adults, in what we do.
And I was blown away when I read that 50% of your staff or your board, they all have some sort of disability. So it's not a matter of really trying to better understand what a person goes through. They know firsthand.
Absolutely, and that's really what makes us very unique.
Yeah, I'll say. And you have this new program. It's your newest one, and you should be very proud. I was very impressed with this as well. Your Independence First Mobility Store. Tell us more about that.
Well, the Independence First Mobility Store is our newest program at Independence First. We basically, just less than 2 years ago, it was formerly known as the Wheelchair Recycling Program, and it became the Independence First Mobility Store after a merger acquisition relationship where it was mutually beneficial to each of our organizations to join forces. The mobility store really takes the equipment, the medical equipment that people no longer need, and they don't know what to do with. So it's a wheelchair, it's a walker, it's a hospital bed, something like that, and they bring it into the mobility store. They receive a receipt for tax purposes, and then that equipment is sent on to the Badger State Industries, which is a division of the Wisconsin State Correctional Institute. So inmates are specially trained through a program that really has been developed by the mobility store staff along with Invacare service to really help them know how to dismantle, repair, and sanitize to above grade hospital standards this equipment. So it's returned back to mobility store in really like new condition, and then it's resold to people who otherwise maybe couldn't afford to buy new at 70% off of average retail. So it's a tremendous program. It's a very environmentally savvy program, and it's really helpful to people who either want a deal or they are on a fixed income, whether it's older adults or people with disabilities that need that equipment to really live independently. Yeah. So that location is in Wauwatosa, and there's also a location in Madison for that. So we're really proud of that program. It's very innovative, and it's actually up for a Mandy Award for innovation. So we're excited about that as well.
And I read that you're going to find out if in fact you get this award come April, so fingers crossed.
Yes,
it really is a very interesting concept, and it's a win-win across the board for sure. And you do have a website where people can get more information on the Independence First Mobility Store.
Yeah, and you can see a live availability inventory at ifmobility.org. So that's ifmobility.org, and you can see what we have currently in stock so that you can check it out before you even come into the store, and you can set up an appointment, and we'll be happy to help you. They're also going to be at the Family Fest, and so they'll offer a coupon there for an additional discount off of a resale item. So it might be worthwhile to check that out as well.
Absolutely, and a phone number to call for more information on that is 414-988-5333. And what I think is even more important, on top of all the things that you've said, you are saving 70 tons of equipment from being in landfills. So that stuff's not going to go away. So the fact that you're actually, getting it back to its new like condition, and somebody's able to get it and use it, that it doesn't get better than that.
Oh, it's great. It's a great program.
And Ginger, is there anything else that you wanted to add about all the things that are going on with Independence First?
Well, with the other thing that we didn't say about the mobility store is that the mobility store is also Medicaid certified. So if you're in a position to need a piece of equipment that could be covered under Medicaid, then it can be. Otherwise, quite a bit of the stuff, like Carol said, is really discounted, and people purchase it so they'd have an extra wheelchair or something.
That's good stuff for sure. And something else that is important that we bring up, because I think so many people have seen this commercial and it has been so impactful. I mean, it's really cool. It's with Green Bay Packer Aaron Rodgers, and I should not assume that everybody has seen it, so we're going to take a moment to take a look at it.
2, ready, go. Ooh, that's a sick bass line, don't you think? Is that a good song or what?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's a pretty good beat. I really do.
Hi.
I think it's a real good beat.
You want to put a song together?
Sure.
Okay. I think we're going to need some help, though. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You read it with him as he's doing it?
Yeah.
And then melodies will just kind of come out like that. They just snap 1, 2, ready.
See Aaron sing at itsaaron.com.
How cool is that? How cool is that?
It really is very cool.
Now, it's established that Gruber Law Offices had something to do with this, so tell us how it all came about.
Well, we were fortunate to be chosen by Gruber Law Offices to be one of 3 nonprofits this year to be featured in their It's Aaron project. So it's a tremendous gift to the organization, and through his relationship, David Gruber's relationship with Aaron Rodgers, essentially it was very quickly planned and an exciting surprise for Kelly, who is a young consumer of ours in our in our adaptive recreation program, in our youth leadership program as well. And so she's an actress, she's a budding actress anyway, so we told her that she was going to the Pabst Theater and we were going to do a commercial. And so she was expecting cameras, so that wasn't going to be too unusual, but she came there and Aaron Rodgers came up from beneath the stage behind her and surprised her.
Well, as we saw, she's like, hi.
Yeah, she was so excited.
Yeah.
And so was her father, who's a huge Green Bay Packer fan. We actually were in cahoots with her mother, but her father was not aware. So it was a big surprise, and she was very excited. And of course, Independence First is tremendously glad that we had been chosen for this, because at this point over 720,000 video views on YouTube have happened of the full-length video. So it's that many more people that are able to find out about what we do and our services. So hopefully that'll help other kids like Kelly be able to access our services as well as adults with disabilities.
Absolutely, and we just gave them the short version so they can go to itsaaron.com and see the rest of the video as well. Quickly before we run out of time, I did want to mention a big event that you have coming up, the Stride and Glide 5K Run Walk. Tell us more.
Well, on February 22nd, we're having a Stride and Glide, which is our annual event. It's a 5K run walk, and there'll be Zumba, and Milwaukee Admirals Roscoe will be there, and it's a family-friendly event, and it's a way to support the services, many of the services that you heard about, and much more. So that's February 22nd at the zoo, and people can find out more and register at strideandglide.org, strideandglide.org. And it'll be fun for everyone, and we have costume contests and things like that as well. So it's a good way to enjoy and support what we do with your family.
Yes, I love it a lot. And of course, you have your website, independencefirst.org, which will kind of give information on all of the things that we've talked about as well. Quickly, we want to remind everybody at home that Independence First will be at CW18 and My 24's Family Fest here at Southridge Mall on Sunday, February 9th. And you will be giving out information on the organization, and if people have any questions about what you offer, whether it's programs and services or equipment, you'll have the answer.
Absolutely. Come and talk to us.
And I love that Gruber Law Offices will be here as well. So just
great.
everybody, somebody's going to be a part of Family Fest, and we thank you both for coming by and giving us all the great information today.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Carol Voss is the Public Relations and Marketing Director for Independence First, and Ginger Reamer, she's the Vice President of Personal Assistance Services. When we return to Our Issues Milwaukee, we'll be joined by a guest who will fill us in on another big event happening here at Southridge Mall later this month. And we'll also learn more about American Heart Month. We'll talk to a representative from the American Heart Association right after this.